Welcome, friends. Welcome back, guys. Hi, I am Ivy, and we are going to be doing a girl chat. This is my first girl chat, and I have questions. I've asked you guys some questions on Instagram as well, so it's really going to be exciting. I also got some questions on Pinterest as well. I'm going to be talking about some life experience in general. I'll be talking about Christian girl, also like stuff. So it's gonna be really fun. Thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure to subscribe. It will mean a lot to me and this channel. Let's do it. We actually talk about my braids and my outfit. I just did my braids like 2 days ago and I love them so much. I went with pink because I'm such a pink girl. I mean, so obvious. So yeah, just a moment to appreciate. So the first question would be, do you accept or disagree with women's traditional responsibilities? Oh my gosh, this one's a good one. This is a good first question. So I am a feminist at heart, don't get me wrong, but I think that having roles in a relationship, especially in men and women relationships, I think women should have responsibilities, and the traditional responsibilities, of course, don't have to be the main focus. I think that we have like us as a society have changed in some traditional ways and traditional responsibilities as women, but I think what's really important is us for women to have roles. And yeah, I think the cooking, cleaning sort of responsibilities for women, I'm okay with that. But I do also think that women should be able to work and should be able to provide for themselves, because that's actually really important. That's really my take on it. I wouldn't say traditional, I would say having roles and knowing your role as a woman, and also doing your best in whatever role you'll be having as a woman. I think that's mostly it. Question 2. What would the perfect man be like? Oh gosh, this is a very, very tricky question, because I wouldn't say the perfect man would be good looking, tall and handsome like everyone says. I get like everyone has a type, and I guess those like stuff like attraction is really important, but something that's way more important to me and to people like me, I guess, is a man who loves God. A man who is willing, like Amy Moore says, a man who is willing to know and to give their life to God and to give themselves to God. A man of God who is just gonna love God and knows the Bible and is willing and has a relationship with God. I think that's what's mostly important to me. And then of course there's like a difference, because I've had relationships, not really a relationship, no let me cut that here. I've never had a relationship with the Christian guy, to say, but I've seen how Christian guys are, and there's a difference between a Christian guy and a man of God. I've seen this, and just because someone's Christian doesn't mean like they're the person for you. a guy who's for you is a person that you know that this person has been given to you by God, and when you know, trust me. This goes in many ways. When a guy is perfect for you, it will show. God will show you, and yeah, it will speak volume in your relationship and how you guys are. It will just really show, and you don't have to question yourself as well. Respects your time because he wants to be with you, to marry you. Let's talk about that. Don't date just to date to marry people. Date to marry someone and fall in love. Don't ever waste anyone's time. And I'm talking to both men and females, because this is something that we both do in relationships. Try to date to marry, and if they're not willing to date you and they're not willing to marry you, then I don't think they are for you. And people are like, what is our generation when it comes to situationships? I am so not the situationship. Don't. I used to be that girl who used to have like sneaky links. Oh my gosh, even talking about it is just cringe, because let's not do that. We're not doing that in 2025, y'all. We are finding men who love God and are willing to be with us and are willing to love us, because they're willing to marry us and have our babies. Okay. Get it? Okay. Getting too excited about this topic. Okay. The third question would be, would you rather have beauty, brains, or personality? Although it doesn't seem that hard of a question, it is, because why can't we just have all three? Okay, so I would mostly say, for me, beauty's not that important. Let's be for real. Although beauty comes and goes. Beauty, I feel like everyone's beautiful, but at the same time, it's not really that important in life for you to strive in life, for you to have a good mind, for you to have a good experiences in life, for you to be really like a good person and be a good person. I don't think beauty matters in life. I think brains do. I think having brain, being wise and knowing the truth, I think that's very important. But personality is just like such a good one, because personality just shows like something about how you are with people, how you shine with people, how you make people feel, how people feel around you. So I'm really like in love with the personality. So that's what I would say. I would say personality, because that's like what I like would love. I love to be in a room and just make people laugh. Although that would probably never happen because I am not a comedian, but I think it's a very cool thing to have. Good personality is very important, and then comes brain, because being smart is very, very important, and then comes beauty. Beauty is not really that important. Not that important. Fourth questions. What song invokes the strongest memories? Oh my gosh. Stuff just like trigger your memory. Songs is definitely one of them. Music. My most recent one would be like worship. Worship is such a good one for me, because there's literally worship that I remember from when I was a little kid, like Christian songs that I remember from when I was a little kid. The most recent would be I think a song, I Am Free. Oh my gosh, I don't know who sings it, but it's a worship song that we sang in DTI in worship. Oh my gosh, I think it was like the last day of DTI. We kind of sang I Am Free, and we were all jumping, and there was like thousands of people in one hall, and we were just worshiping and loving God, and we were just singing I Am Free. And like every time that song comes into mind, or I play that song, it just like, it reminds me of like how so many people, and yeah, so many people that Lord just what's the word, like changed our lives and just saved us and made us feel free. Yeah, because I mean, I haven't talked about my testimony yet, but if I would talk about my testimony, there's a lot of stuff that I was kind of like so within myself with, but now I'm free. I feel like I'm happier and I'm more joyful than I used to be, and that's what the song is. Every time I sing it, and every time I sing it with the people, it's a very enjoyable moment. It's a very enjoyable song. It's a song that's in my memory, that it's one of my best memories, and that song just speaks to me. Fifth question is, do you feel guilty about anything? So what do I feel guilty about? What do I feel guilty about? Honestly, think me as like being a Christian girl, I want to give my old self grace. Let's just give. I think us as Christians, we shouldn't feel guilty about our life experiences, because that's what made us who we are today. When it comes to relationship, when it comes to like certain behaviors, even like negative behaviors, because I've definitely got my share of negative behavior, but I don't feel ashamed of it, because it just made me who I am. I've realized how to behave. I've realized how to treat people and how we should treat one another. And I think God will also show you a way when it comes to that. So I really think that we shouldn't regret anything in our life. Of course, like people do have regrets, and of course sometimes I do get those thoughts where I'm like, oh, I wish I never did that, or I just cringe at some stuff that I've done in my life. But I think it's important that we kind of see life as we live, we learn, and you know, we live and we learn. And honestly, it's just me. Everything that has happened in my life, good or bad, I want to take it, I want to learn from it, and I want to move on. Whether that's good or bad, learn from something. So I don't think I have any regrets. Wait, I do wish I spent more time with my family before I left and lived in another country. Yeah. My seventh question would be, how has your relationship with God and religion changed your life? So much. So much. I used to, oh my gosh, you guys, comment down below if you guys want to hear a testimony from me. But I think my life has changed so much. God has changed my life. God has saved me from a lot of stuff, a lot of sins that I used to commit, a lot of, I wouldn't say addictions, but stuff that it was starting to become like addictions in my life, and some heavy stuff that I couldn't let go of. But Lord just made me feel free. Like I think that's all I'm going to talk about. We did talk about mental health in my college today, So that's what inspired me mostly to actually do this video. Mental health is so important. I actually want to talk about that in my video so much more. So that's why we should be kind to one another. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this video. I'm gonna go get myself some hot chocolate probably because it's freezing, and watch Gilmore Girls. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching. If you guys want to do something like this again, I would be so excited to do this again. I loved the questions. Make sure to follow my Instagram so we can have more questions like this, because I do ask questions like this, and do more girl chat. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.